Nokia, our platform is burning. Those words from the company's CEO, Stephen Elop, in a scathing and very candid memo to employees today. Elop said, quote, "We poured gasoline on our own burning platform. I believe we have lacked accountability and leadership to align and direct the company through these disruptive times. We had a series of misses. We haven't been delivering innovation fast enough. We're not collaborating internally. Nokia, our platform is burning." The letter is the talk of CEOs and markets today. Bill George joins us, former Medtronic CEO, now professor at Harvard Business School, and Peter Marajanian, president of Peter Marajanian Public Relations. Great to have both of you with us.
Good to be here.
Bill George, let me ask you this. I mean, I read this letter, and everyone's got to go online and read it. I know my colleagues have been recommending people do so, but it is amazing reading. I mean, they say things in here, Bill, like the first iPhone shipped in 2007, and we still don't have a product that is close to their experience. In the United Kingdom, our brand preference has slipped. I mean, it is a scathing letter. Is this going to motivate employees or not?
Well, first of all, Aaron, Nokia is in a big crisis, and when I wrote my book, 7 Lessons for Dealing with Crisis, first, lesson number 1 is face reality, and I give Elop a lot of credit for trying to get this organization face reality. Nokia is a great organization. It's been around for 145 years, but they really have slipped, and I used to teach a case of Jorma Ollila, who had turned the company around and got everyone's attention, but his successor didn't do the job, and they've lost huge ground to Apple, to the Android, and I think he's saying, you know, we're going to have to wake up. They've got 36,000 engineers, probably fairly comfortable in Finland, and he's saying, look, if we don't change quickly, there's going to be an even worse crisis and be more like what happened with Motorola. So I give him a lot of credit for shocking people into waking up. This is what Anne Mulcahy did at Xerox about 10 years ago, and she said Xerox has an unsustainable business model. Same thing. And trying to get the whole organization to come to life. This is an organization of 130,000 people. So it's not going to be easy to turn it around. And he can't do it himself. But I think he's saying to people, we have to be accountable, and someone's got to lead. We can't just sit back and think, hey, we're Nokia, we're finished, #1 company in Finland. They have to really lead out right now to get caught up, because they're way behind. I own an iPhone myself, and I tell you, it's way behind where iPhone is.
And you know what's interesting, Bill? I mean, you're talking about Xerox. I know you pointed out when Anne Mulcahy did that, the stock fell 26%. Obviously, then there was a real turnaround. Nokia shares are actually higher today, which maybe, I mean, I don't know what that indicates, but just worth throwing out there. Peter, let me ask you, at the end of the letter, which is just signed Stephen, period, he didn't put fondly or, hey, I still love you guys, comma, Stephen. What he wrote was, the burning platform, the guy on the platform took a bold and brave step into an uncertain future. He was able to tell his story. Now we have a great opportunity to do the same. What do you think about doing this letter and making it public? Is this a really smart move?
Well, I think it's one thing to face reality. I have real problems with the metaphor of the burning platform. I mean, you know, the man jumped off the burning platform. Nokia just has to hope that investors, stockholders, and their customers don't jump off as well. I mean, I think there's a way to do it. I think that you have to face up to reality. I mean, I've advised companies over many years in crisis situations. I've never seen something where a CEO used a metaphor like this that on so many different levels signifies distress and panic. And if you look at the memo itself, he describes sort of where they are and the advantages competitors have, but he doesn't seem to understand how they got there. And part of the memo is him trying to find out how they got there.
Right. He said, so this is what I've been trying to understand.
I don't know if that inspires any kind of confidence. I mean, that's my concern with the memo.
Bill George, what do you think? Does this not inspire confidence, or do you look at it and go, wow, this man is tough, he's taking a risk. By the way, this thing's pretty darn well written, and you get more confident?
I think he knows precisely what he's doing. This is a company, again, of engineers. I saw many of the similar characteristics that came to Medtronic. You have to reinvigorate market-based innovation, and I think they've lost sight of the real market. Apple has it. Microsoft has it. You know, he's worked on Silicon Valley companies like Juniper and Apollo. He understands, or Adobe, he understands where they're coming from. So I think he's trying to say, hey, guys, we got to wake up. It's okay. It'll come back. There'll be some negatives, but I tell you, this company will come back. This is a strong company with a lot of very competent people. All it's lacked is leadership, and I think that's what he's doing here.
All right.
So good for him. Kudos to Elop.
And I got to say, you read this, and you got to hope the guy does succeed, because I don't know, I've never seen anything like this. You got to, you know, someone that goes out on a limb, I don't know, you kind of wish that sometimes it pays off. Bill, Peter, thanks to both.
Good to be here.
Thank you.